Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Let's Get On With It, Uninvited once more. This time, the Windows 3.1 port. You have all been summoned. Excuse me, gotta move my little recording window out of the way. It's the Uninvited. As I explained in the Nintendo version of this, there are differences. This one is more involved, more gory details, the game is harder, and you have a time limit. So we're not gonna fuck around and explore everything. If you want to explore anything, you'll have to play this game for yourself. But I am going to guide you all through it, and because I don't feel like recording Daggerfall today, or Heroes of Might and Magic 2, and show you some differences and whatnot. So for one, you might notice that our sister has been changed to kid brother, older sister, younger brother. Differences. I'm not going to showcase deaths either. At least I'm going to try not. Oh, what the hell. Let's showcase a death. Let's save the game. As you can see, I have several saves of this already. LP save. This works. We'll call this LP save. Now, time doesn't pass in this game unless you actually do stuff. So I can just sit here and I could minimize this game for 9 hours and just talk to all of you. And would be fine, we wouldn't lose or anything. But actions, yeah, actions take time. So let's start spending time. You may notice that the Windows interface of this is really awesome. I don't have to rely on my fucking, you don't have to rely on a D-pad for the Nintendo. You can really interact with the environment, drag items wherever you want, drag them into your inventory. It's pretty easy and convenient. Also, there's no music, so I'm not going to add music. However, I will crank up the sounds. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 9's good. I really like doing my sound in multiples of 3. It's an idiosyncrasy of mine. Alrighty, so we have some thunder there. We analyzed the steering wheel. Now we're gonna analyze this windshield. Oh dear. Now we'll analyze this car door. And we'll analyze that. And we'll examine us and... Oh dear. Oops. Your dawdling has cost you life, and possibly the life of your brother as well. The cockpit of your car becomes a flaming inferno as gasoline-fed flames engulf it. Your goose is now very well cooked. Don't mind all those H's. Whenever I adjust my volume and I use DOSBox, the game goes crazy. Let's use our LP save. So, as you all should know, let's operate in GTFO. Boom! There's a mighty explosion behind you as your car bursts into flames. That will at least save you the cost of a tow. Better try to find your younger brother and have him call a cab instead of a tow truck. There are some sound effects though. They can actually be pretty scary. They're sparse, but actually well placed, despite how hokey some of them are, like the car explosion. Alrighty, so we have a mansion here. Obviously what we're going to need to do is open that. We have a mailbox with a letter. Open the letter. Take the pendant. Let's move our inventory around a little bit here and drag the pendant. Move our stuff around. You can adjust the size of these windows too, at least like the text window. And you can rearrange all these windows as you see fit on the screen. I like this layout, so we're going to keep it. And I could examine the letter. What the hell, we'll examine the letter. Why not? Even though I don't have to. I don't think I do. Note reads, Dear Master, please forgive me. My health prevents me from aiding you in your battle against the evil one. You teach your students well. They become too powerful for their own good. Enclosed is an amulet that should look familiar. Wear this charm and think of me. The undead fears symbology. Still the evil, set it free, for the sake of the family. Close. That's enough of that. Save the game again. Actually, if I examine the mailbox, Will I be able to get an address? It is engraved with the image of a snake consuming itself. It also bears a description as above, so below. Also shows you various items you can click on around here. Oh, I have an idea. Open that. Examine. Here we go. This is what I wanted to look at. It's an envelope. It is addressed to a Master Crowley, 666 Blackwell Road, Loch Ness, Scotland. Award yourself 3 points if you could get that reference. Let's load the game. I don't want to waste my turns doing that. Examine pendant. Can I just open the door? Okay, I can. There's no crazy ass shit that happens whenever you pick the pendant up, meaning that you can just walk straight on through. That's lovely, isn't it? As you enter the mansion, the door slams closed behind you. Welcome home. Now, like I said, I'm not going to spend time dallying and looking at a bunch of stuff. I just wanted to look at the Aleister Crowley thing because that's actually not in the NES one. They limited that to Master Crowley. So let's go ahead and go through this door. We're in the library now. Now, if you all remember this, spell book, or magic book rather. The book is open to a page which seems to be filled with definitions. Instantum, sudden and momentary, here and gone in an instant. Illuminaris, a bright white light. Projectum, I'm just going to make rough pronunciations of this as I go, fuck you. Repulsion of an entity. Spirka, a small flame of spark. Spigan, and to talk, talking. Ephod, the head, the skull, etc. Magisterium, mystery. Abraxas, it is a magical word, a vehicle through which magic is directed. You remember all those automatic spells we got from that introductory magic book? Yeah, not here. We have to make spells out of combinations of these words. You're fucking terrified now, aren't you? Yes, you are. Effort, effort, effort. Effort, effort, effort. Whee! You didn't catch that? You remember that dancing demon with the key? That was him. Yeah. Scary, I know. Let's go ahead and head on in here. Alrighty. You remember the hallway? You do? Excellent. So then you probably remember our good old friend. A mysterious woman appears. She's dressed like Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind. And she stands with her back to you. Well, let's examine her. Whoosh! You son of a fucking... I thought I would at least be allowed the opportunity to examine her. Damn. You fucking gay. So yeah, graphics are a little different. Fuck you. Oh, that was good. So yeah, I'm not gonna try speaking with her or anything like that. As you saw, yeah, that didn't work out that well. We're gonna immediately run upstairs. We're gonna open this door. We're going to go ahead and come in here, and we are going to drag the No Ghost and this into our inventory. Spider Cider. We don't need any of the rest of the stuff. Head back downstairs. Save the game. So now, of course, what we're going to have to do is read the snark. And since I know it's coming, hopefully I won't jump again. Operate the No Ghost on her. It doesn't work again. It doesn't actually tell you why it didn't work either. Wow. Dick move, game. Dick move. Doesn't tell you why it doesn't work. Yeah. Open. The bottle is now open. As you remove the cap from the small bottle, a foul odor bombards your olfactory senses. The liquid contents of this nearly empty bottle produce a smell similar to that of an injured skunk. It reminds you of the smell of decay that surrounds the house itself. That's a lovely image. Operate. Yeah. You pour the foul-smelling liquid on the head of the overdressed guest. The liquid seems to burn as it drips over her. The belle lets out a horrifying scream as she appears to melt helplessly. Suddenly you feel like Dorothy, and her little dog too. The bottle is now empty. We'll just drag that there, we don't need it. Parlor. Open. Hit on outside, there's that giant spider. Operate. That. On that. GTFO. Come back in. Now this is going to creep you out, children. Because you know we need the spider. Drag the spider into your inventory. Huzzah! Now let's get out of there. Our next step shall be to open this door and head on through. Yes, Thunder. I can't actually do anything while the game is playing the MID file. MID files. MIDI. Good. Okay. Of course, we need the bouquet. If you paid attention to the last one, you know that. We'll examine it to just showcase stuff to you. It looks like a pretty bouquet of flowers. They're just right for a funeral or your senior prom. Doesn't really give you the whole tombstone, hint, hint, hint thing. Open that door. Step into the kitchen. Drag a knife. Put it in our inventory. Save the game. Operate. Knife. Self. Blood gushes through the long gash you've just created on your own torso. You pull the knife out of your chest with the last of your strength, and the deep, self-inflicted wound spouts blood at an even faster pace. You wade in a puddle of your own blood as you swim off into permanent unconsciousness. I told you that this game was more gruesome, children. Use save game. LP save. Let's continue. We don't need anything else from here, so open the door, go through here, box of matches. You gotta be very careful with the matches, because there are only 6. You only have 6 matches. You have a limited amount of time to set the things on fire that you need to, and you only need to set 2 things on fire in this game. I think it's 2. Yeah. And you could actually end up, you could burn up the matchbox, which could be a problem. Yeah, let's not let that happen, huh? Go ahead and scurry out of there. The evil air that pervades the estate seems to have infiltrated your very being. Your head and chest feel heavy and thick. You find it increasingly difficult to execute your will. For a minute, your thoughts seem influenced by another mind. That's right, children. The mansion is slowly corrupting us. You should be worried. Let's go on and head into the bedroom here. Servant headquarters, we shall operate the light switch. Will you operate it for me, game? Here we go. As you turn on the lamp, you see the picture on the wall slide to your left. Your tired eyes are having trouble focusing on the ghostly figure before you. An angry man's spirit hovers in chains in front of you. The ghost speaks. This is my room. Who let you in here? These are not the master's things. They're mine, 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 mine. Not as clue heavy as the, again, NES version made easier. Hard War UK, I believe, has noted that even 15 years ago. Yeah, well, at least the NES version had music. I presume I got the name right. I apologize if I did not. The memory's not as good as it used to be. Well, as you know, we gotta do something crazy like hit the ghost. Your punch swishes wildly through the air, not coming into contact with any substance. It has absolutely no effect upon the apparition whatsoever. He actually didn't go crazy on us. Instantum illuminatus Abraxas! With the utterance of these magic words comes a blinding bolt of light and blast of thunder. The apparition shows no reaction to your sounds. He remains where he is, rigid and unmoving like the dead. Well, fuck you then. Oh. The screaming apparition's misty form engulfs you, and you become covered in a thick, sticky, protoplasmic goo. It burns like acid. The pain is soon too much, and you collapse into a lifeless lump of flesh. Surprise! You're dead. You save game. Fair enough. So, yeah, I tried out a magic spell there with a combination of words. It didn't scare him away. So we'll just do what we know we're supposed to do here. Drag the spider, and he screams like a bitch. The possessive ghost shrieks at the sight of the stunned spider. Flustered and frightened, the spirit dissolves from view, leaving you again alone. Seems to be a journal. Oh, god damn it. Let's go ahead and read it, I guess. Open. Examine. Diary reads, "The master would, or could not, so I have stolen Dracon's star. He is an evil soul. Unlike the master, he uses his power for amusement and profit. He is not concerned with spiritual enlightenment. There is no compassion with his power. I grow weak. I am dying. I have hidden the star in master's special box. It never opens. It has no locks. Dracon's star never discerns. In fire it freezes. In ice it burns." There we go. Did we really have to deal with that? No, I don't think so. But, it just felt like showcasing him anyway. I actually think we have to deal with him in order to progress through the rest of the story, even though there's nothing in there but clues. So, you folks should know where we're going next. We're going to go ahead and head on back over to the entrance hall. It's not the couch that's inhabited by this thing this time. It's the chair. Go ahead and drag the key out. Fucking key-bearing creature. Creepy-ass son of a bitch if you're not preparing it, like those whole "you're being haunted" things that pop up to let you know that shit is going down. Go ahead and enter this room. Let's go ahead and read this for kicks and giggles. Oh, god damn it. Game, I will kill you. Open. That was like 2 actions there. The diary reads, "I have lost control of Dracon." You've already heard that before. Those are actually clues if you pay attention, but I mean, you're on a time limit. You can only afford to explore so much. You have shit to do. It's like a Shadowgate operates on a time limit as well. And you have to do things in a certain time before all of your torches dissipate and you lose the game. It's really hard to run out of torches, though, in my opinion. Go ahead and operate the key. Oh, god damn it. Sometimes these things are so aggravating. God damn it. Open. So go ahead, drag the box into our inventory. Close. We're done in here. While I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, I don't think I can carry the axe. But I'll just go in here just to showcase this thing that we're undoubtedly going to see. This room is bitterly cold, as you all well know. That's not... He didn't make any scary noises, that's good. You pull on the cell door until the cold iron finally gives way. A hideous figure in the shape of a decapitated peasant, as opposed to a skeleton, forms inside the cell. The severed head speaks as it hangs from its hair. No escape. Well, as we all know. Oops. As you enter the cage, you hear the door slam shut behind you. There is no escape. You are trapped here for eternity. We don't have 19,000 exclamation points here. Eventually you die, and your flesh decays, greatly adding to the old mansion's atmosphere. Fucking game. Yes, you saved game. We have limited inventory space, so I don't think I'm going to lug around the axe now. I'll come back for that later. Let's go ahead and into here. And we are going to open the matchbox. Now we're going to operate the match. Shit. Okay. Click on this. Operate on the matchbox. Now you only have a short amount of time. Click on the match. Operate. Whew. Okay. Now throw the box into the fire. Yay! Now drag that back into your inventory. The match you lit has now gone up. That's lovely. Let's save the game. I'll show you what happens. Click. Operate. That. Click. Operate. That. Oops. It's kind of important to win the game. You can actually screw yourself out of winning the game. Aren't you excited, everybody? That's the joy of adventure games. If I accidentally saved there, that would have been terrible. It would have been funsies. Absolutely. Okay. So now that we have that, we should be... I'm trying to think of the game now. Okay, I think we're good to move on to the rec room. I think. I hope. Walk in here. Click on the key. Operate on that cabinet. Double click the cabinet. Oh shit. Open the cabinet. Take the gypsy doll. Whee! Now, we have to speak with the gypsy doll. As you know, this requires a spell. But we don't have doll or whatever. Speak on, Ephod Abraxas. I'm a necromancer. Of course I'm going to know how to use these spells. Talk to my pious brother. He can help you find yours. A word from him can open doors in high places. Fantastic. I approve. Save the game. I'll go ahead and leave the matchbox open. Why not? As I can. It'll be convenient. Take the cage. Whee! God damn it. The quick creature seems to be playing a catch me if you can game. He's winning. He waves his key wildly, teasing you with it as he runs through the room. Let's clean up our inventory here. Yay, things look prettier. Double click, head on outside. This large expansive backyard reminds you of the Wizard of Oz. Go ahead and move over here. Open this door. Head on in. This pot is the pot we need. Take this, drag this onto the floor. Operate the water can. With that, now we don't have to water it anymore. Only water it once. So, we'll be back. We'll be back for this. Don't worry. Head on out. Back to the backyard. And head on over to our good old friends. You stand before a large jewel-studded entrance. The wind attacks your exposed flesh. Ears, fingers, and your nose are the premier casualties. As you approach the chapel entrance, you are confronted by two menacing dogs. The vicious canines block your path, teeth bared and snarling. As the dogs look you over, they begin salivating profusely. It seemed an appropriate response to your arrival. Let's examine the dogs. The dogs don't think you should play with them. They're not in the mood for love. One sinks its fangs into your forearm, as the other goes straight for your throat. The three of you roll around, biting, kicking, and scratching, until the dogs manage to sever your jugular vein. The life force quickly abandons your being, and you are reduced to dog food. Yeah, perhaps not. You save game, LP save. That's it. Speak to the dogs. We'll try this spell that we used on the servant. Instantum illuminatus Abraxas. GTFO. Now imagine combining your own spells together with all those words and trying to make something that scares the dogs away. Can you imagine how much time that'll take? I know you're excited. Go ahead into the chapel here. Now, yes, this is what we use this for. Save the game again. Click on a match. Operate. Matchbox. Click on the match. Operate. Candles. Yes, we put this giant thing in our inventory. Pretty exciting, I know. Let's go ahead and tell the game to clean that up. There we go. Now close that. We're not going to need the matchbox anymore. We're going to take the cross as well. Shit. Okay, I don't need the gypsy doll anymore. Here we go. You gotta be kidding me. I don't think I need the knife anymore. And I don't need the matchbox anymore. I definitely don't need the spider cider anymore. So let's drag that into our inventory now. There we go. As you move, the cross you see the altar move to the side. I actually could have let the spider cider out. Fun fact, at the end of the game, you're actually at that whole parlor railing thing, the veranda, where we got the spider. So any items you leave there, you'll see at the end of the game. It's kind of funny to see your spider cider or whatnot just sitting there. Very entertaining, at least in my opinion. Clean up our inventory again, just to make it organized and look pretty. Save the game. Go ahead, speak with this thing. Speak on, Hifod, Abraxas. The marble bus speaks. It moans these words. Master, please open thy door for this poor family man, but do not let him travel in darkness. The door is now open. Actually, I do feel like showcasing more deaths. Let's go down here. Look, you really don't want to go down there. There's a spider down there that's bigger than a bread box. Oh, really? Really, that spider is bad news. Don't try to go down there. This is a warning. Don't try to go down there again. The spider that's down there would rip you to shreds. Don't try to go down there. This dark, gaping hole reminds you of something from a Freudian nightmare. Well, now you know. There really is a spider to beware of. This cave is inhabited by a giant arachnid. Its 8 large, hairy legs stick into the mud. In a moment, the huge creature attacks you from above. It crushes your tiny body in its large, powerful jaws. I've got you! Replaces your quest is over. It's like the game is taunting you. Oh, you know what we need to do? Let's drag this back out of our inventory. Ruffle, 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 ruffle. You're standing on a path that leads up to a large stone structure. Beyond the structure, you see a forest that looks as if it's been ravaged by decay. You step out of the church and immediately have another spiritual experience. A horrifying apparition in the shape of a classic ghost swoops down upon you like a bird of prey. You never had a ghost of a chance. The strange, amorphous creature quickly peels the skin from your skull. Soon your system has lost enough blood to cause all of your bodily functions to cease. I added words there and mispronounced things. Oh well. So yes, that was a lovely moment there. You saved game. LP save. Let's not let that happen again, folks. Head on out of here. Whee! Yay! Apparently we decided to have a little bit of lag there. Alrighty, folks. Hope you guys remember this maze. It's gonna be fun. Excuse me as I proceed to shoot myself. Up. Left. Left. Up. Up. Left. Left. Up. Up. Right. Ah, shit. Right. Right. Up. Up. Right. Right. It's a zombie! Oh, really? Now, one thing I've actually done before is, I've actually used a star on him before as opposed to the pendant in this because I'm just like, herpa-derpa-derpa-doo, I'm retarded. Let's speak with the zombie. Boo! Hi. He looks silly. I'm a zombie. Ruffle, 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 ruffle. You come to join me? Yeah. Yeah, I'll try. Ah, shit, I meant to load. My bad. Oh, it's evening now as opposed to afternoon. Fantastic. Let's operate that on that. I'm not going to go skulking around for a zombie pack. You all should know if you watch the Nintendo one, you die. Alrighty. Right, right. Down, down. And we see a grave. The spot look familiar in the NES one? Of course. Drag that. There. Secret passage. Go through there. We have this situation. Key. Operate. That. Yay! And we have 3 animals. I know what I'll do. I'll hit them. They're not amused. Well, damn it. I hope I never face that trio as my opponents in real life. So now, as we all know, or as you should know, you should know which animal you have to trap here if you watched the NES one and if you played this game before. And if you don't, take a moment now, pause the video. Can you guess who? It's a mystery. Does your victim have a beak? Yes. Fucking god damn it. I was like, I got that right. Before the dazed bird can spread its wings, you grab and quickly trap it in the portable cage. The bird is unharmed, but the uncaged animals then furiously attack each other. The cat snarls, and the snake counters with a quick venomous strike. The poison goes from the snake's fangs to the cat's bloodstream, and easily disables and kills the formerly ferocious feline. Again, the evil that dwells within the estate vies for control of your spirit. Its influence grows more and more powerful. Soon, you will not have the strength of mind to fight it off. You can feel the spirits collected here are anxiously anticipating your induction. That's a beautiful snake. Let's go ahead and... Actually, I should just be able to walk off the screen and the cages will close. Yeah. We'll just try it out. You see? Yep, it vanished. That's good. Goes down 2 times. Giant Tomato Man! As in the NES one, you can't actually make him angry enough to attack you and kill you. So, go ahead and drag the cage onto the map and open it. And Giant Tomato Man will fly off after the hawk. Yay! Close the cage. We don't need that anymore. Drag the gem into our inventory. Thank goodness. Now, it's time for us to backtrack, children. Hope you're ready. We don't have any telemaze this time. And remember, we're on a time limit. Hope you all are excited about that. Basically, you just repeat the steps that you took to get out of here. Ah, shit. Cages are still open. There we go. So now we're back here. Now, I think there are 2 ways to the maze to get to this location. I just have one path down. But I think there are more ways, just... Actually, I'm not sure. I thought there are 2 ways, but I don't have an image of the maze in my head. I'm not going to look one up. I'm sure one exists somewhere. You can look it up. Okay. So now... Up, up, left, 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 down, down, left, left, down, down, right, right, creepy, down, Fucking game. Down. Right. Right. Down. Down. Phew. Okay. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yay, Loisimos. We did it. We made it through the mighty stone maze. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We did it. Yay. That's enough of that, children. Let's go ahead and back on out of here. Let's go back to the greenhouse. Grab this plant. Of course, if you eat the fruit off the plant, you're gonna die. Go ahead here. Drag this gem into there. Whee! Lovely. Monster's not as silly as it is in the Nintendo version, so we know what to do here. Operate that on him. And he takes a fruit, and he runs away. Splendid. Save the game. Double click on that door. Go in here. And go ahead and double click on this. Operate the safe. What is the combination? I didn't even bother to look at the card in this game, because I didn't need to. As opposed to just clicking out a bunch of numbers, you have to type the combination in. Not just clicking out, but okay. Cookie jar. I forgot to get the axe, so we're gonna have to carry the cookie jar with us. That'll be okay. We'll be back. Walk on out of here. Walk through all this shit. Back upstairs. I don't think I need this anymore. Here, have some candles. Take the axe. Operate, axe, cookie jar. The kitty creature runs past, waving his key. The way he runs around, he must get very hungry. Hint, hint. This little devil must eat something that makes him awfully hyper. You're right. He does. Walk in here. There's no plate, so all you do is drag the cookie onto the floor. You walk out, and then you go back again. Maybe you examined something. Until now, you'd only seen a gramophone in the movies. This record player has no electronic parts. It consists of a crankshaft, a nail of a needle, and a cone-like horn for a speaker. On the platter is a 78 RPM copy with a McNifty label of Rudy Vallee singing Winchester Cathedral. That could be Rudy Valley for all I know. I do not recognize the name. Okay, where the fuck is this monster at? Here we go. Face on this can is extremely ugly. The grinning demon finally stops running. He grabs the waiting cookie, nibbles on it, and quickly runs from the room. In his wake, he leaves the key which he had carried with him. You now have the key, but his disappearance leaves you feeling slightly lonely. Aww. That's sad. Ah well, screw it. Go in here, walk into here. Click on the key. Operate. That. Oh shit, I don't need to do that, do I? No, I didn't. Oh well. I did it anyway. It was done. I have everything I need. Okay, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. I think I go right? Yep, here we go. And of course you know the other room that leads to the spider. An acrid mist rises from the frozen sludge of the cave mouth. The misty tendrils form themselves into a robed human figure. He has an almost benevolent appearance. He says, "You've come. I've been waiting for you. For you." The mist reform and he disappears. Glad you were waiting for me, buddy. You didn't fucking tell me why you were waiting. Whee! Fire creature! And there goes Drakan. You place the brass pentagon in a nook in the ice. Instantly the star glows red, and a strange creature appears. It is shaped like a pyramid covered with flames. It approaches the ice mass and engulfs it. Steam bursts from the block as it rapidly melts. The melting ice mass creates a flow of water that rushes into the next cave. A current sweeps a human figure from within the ice into the next cave. The robed man reappears and speaks directly to you. You must hurry, my son. I've been waiting a very long time. So has he. We both lack patience. Hurry and get rid of him as far away as possible. Yeah. So, you know what? Screw this. I'm actually not going to go do this. Actually, I'm going to have to deal with the spider. Oh, I don't remember how to deal with you. Shit, I don't remember my magic words either. I didn't bring the magic book with me. I just knew the exact ones I needed to say. So, I'm going to have to load. I can't deal with that. Instead, we'll just go ahead here to Drakon, and if you actually ignore him, he will deal with you. He will make sure you don't neglect him or ignore him or anything. I'll show you. Operate, key, oops, key, operate. Whoosh, fucking hell. The figure that was previously frozen in the ice has now thawed out. He is very grateful that you let him free. However, he is the evil one. He feels you must die. You do. It shouldn't have scared me. I knew it was coming. Why did it make me jump? As I didn't know exactly when it was coming. So yeah, you have to deal with him. So let's go ahead and do that then. I shall hit you. Bitch. Why so hostile? Bitch. The evil genius is undamaged. Damn it! I will slay you. I will slay you. I will murder you. Why aren't you dead? Yeah. As we all know, or as you should know, go through here. It does give you a few turns, though, so you can play around with him before he actually does awaken. That is generous. On the other hand, you really should know what to do at this point. Make sure he's far away. Operate. You push the roadman into this dark, bottomless pit. His moan echoes for quite some time, gradually fading. Again! Why couldn't the master put Drakon down the pit? Would it have been so hard? Okay. Key. Key. Operate. Good. So yeah, he'll run after you, no. Ooh, that was our brother. Brrr, there is no central heating in this whole Gothic mansion. The curved outer wall of this room is exposed to the elements in 3 directions. It is colder in here than it is outside, and there is no fireplace. It must be awful during the winter. As you enter the study, the door slams closed behind you, ha-ha-lols. You can hear the high-pitched moans of a young boy. Get that out of your head. And something else. You recognize the pained voice as that of your little brother. It is the first sign of him you have encountered. The sounds seem to emanate from upstairs. The screams cut off suddenly. The silence is deafening. Well, that's lovely. Let's go ahead and GTFO. Go ahead and walk up here. Really? Oh my. We never even bothered to open this door. Here we are, guest bedroom. Moving on. Let's just say I was looking for my brother in there. Open that. Oh, why not, since we're here. Examine book. My star is gone, but not lost. Master servant will pay for his indiscretion. The vehicle of my power has not yet served its purpose. When it sets me free, I will have a chance to realize my unlimited potential. The forces of the technological society will be unprepared for the likes of me. I will not be denied. My omnipotence is inevitable. A man after my own heart. Why, I could certainly see myself siding with Drakon if I were Drakon. However, I'm not. Damn, my brother's a little bitch. To be fair, I've been known to too, and I've done it a few times during this recording. That's not what I meant to do. Operate that with that. The drain in the tub does not seem to be functioning. That's a shame. Well, we're trapped here, children. I hope I'm doing this right. Examine that. Operate that. You can't reach the light. I can't reach the light. Shit! 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 Get me out of here! Get me out of here! No! I don't want to die! I'm too beautiful to die! It's gonna fuck up my hair! Get out of here! Secret room. The small claustrophobic chamber is stuffy and cold. The air in here is so thick that you can barely catch your breath. My brother is freaked out. There's a very strange look in your brother's eyes. They are not his own. A low baritone voice oozes from his mouth. He curses and threatens you, but there is pain and fear in his face. You talk to me that way! Whoa! At this point, your brother's expression grows blank, and a misty specter grows out of his body. A demonic visitor appears and begins wailing these foreboding words. This little one is too weak for me. I need new blood and a stronger body. I need you. I will have you. You will join us now. The hideous creature now hovers, threateningly, in front of you. Your brother, now freed from the evil demon that was dwelling within, runs out through the window, scared out of his wits, and very glad to have them back. It'll be a cold day in hell before you take me. The cross replaces the chalice in the Nintendo version. That's right, motherfucker. Suck it down. You display this simple religious symbol, and the aggressive demon recoils in terror. The horrifying sight of this small wooden cross causes the demon's power to ebb. In an instant, the menacing apparition fades into nothingness, leaving no tangible evidence of his having been there. Now, as we all know, choice A, drowning. Choice B, window. My brother looks retarded. I'm pretty sure I've been adopted. You climb through the window, out onto the balcony. You are surprised that the air is so mild. In fact, a warm, pleasant breeze wafts past. A bright, warm sun begins to shine through the clouds. You and your brother bask in the warm, golden glow of the summer sun. Your brother is now himself again. You are aware of a sense of peace and triumph. You have done very well indeed. By the way, if you don't have the cross and you're in that room, you have a problem. Yes, remember that, children. Congratulations! By defeating the evil entities that had taken possession of both the mansion, your little brother, you, Grimith Jack Reaper, have proven yourself a master of the House of Abraxas. You can actually print it out. We're not going to. You've won. Play again. We don't have any silly dialogue and banter between a sister and his brother. We just have this. Alright, folks. Thank you for joining me through exhibiting this Windows port of Uninvited. Hopefully I showcased some of the differences between all of you so that those of you who are disadvantaged and unable to play this game can see the differences between a game that was released for the Nintendo and a game that was not released for the Nintendo. Yeah, games were dumbed down. On the other hand, you know, like I said, there are advantages to playing them. I spent far more time playing the NES version because, you know, that it has music. Come on now. But I did spend a fair bit of time with this too. Anyway, next time, after I take a break, I'm actually thinking of recording something else. But I'm gonna have to stretch my muscles. And that's enough for me. So, yeah. See you all again. Toodaloo.